Yeah, it's perfect. So imagine this for just a second. We have Brian on this particular stage, and this stage is you know, big round stage, right? But all of the people you see in the background can be live feeds coming into the set to kind of give you a proportion of the size. If I move around the room, we have Sean standing here against this screen. But then if we look at the other side, if you're the talent back on the stage here, you have the ability of looking at whoever's on the screen. Then you have the ability from the control center where you can call someone up to have a one-on-one conversation. So here's an example of 3 people being called up for a one-on-one conversation. It can be 3, 2, 1, whatever that number happens to be. Check this out over here. We have live chat that's happening. So now the talent looking at this area, if I swing back around where Brian is, Brian has the ability where the talent's behind him, but he does not have to turn around. He can always face one of the multiple camera angles. Whether any of the camera angles that are here in the room. Now the way this room is set up currently, we can have hundreds of thousands or even millions of people being fed into the stream, showing up on the screen. And in this particular room, the way it's set up here, we can have up to 300 people live in audience. We can make the stage a little bit smaller, take it up to 400 people live live in audience, or the stage can come out all together, and it opens up the possibilities for all sorts of other activities. If you combine that with a pretty incredible control center over here, there's the talent, the software, the hardware and the software to control what's happening here on the screen. So look at the proportion here, right? There's Antonio, there's Daniela. With the individuals behind him, you can see it yields for a pretty incredible program. Plus it has the ability of working with other platforms. There's ticketing. It allows for not your typical virtual event, but it's a pseudo virtual live hybrid type event, but you really don't understand it unless you see it. It's a new way of doing it, and it can only be done here at Worre Studios. So wanted to kind of give you an idea of everything that's happening here. It is a pretty impressive space in regards to what can be done.